Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you about how to immigrate to Canada from any country you are. I'm going to be showing you a juicy pathway to Canada. If you are new on this channel, my name is DivineAdebola and I talk about migrating to a better country, how you can actually migrate from your home country to a desired country of yours. If these are the things you are looking for, then it is that time just subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications so that when I post a new video about a juicy offer, you'll be the very first person to see it so you can apply very fast. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you about how to move to Canada. So over the years, a lot of people have been moving to Canada, a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Indians have been moving to Canada. And this is because Canada offers a lot of juicy offers for foreigners through different routes. So in this particular video, I'm going to be focusing on two of the routes, though there are different kinds of routes. Like the digital nomad visa, I shared a video on my channel about it some time ago. If you've not seen the video, then you can go check it out. It's on my channel. And there are some other parts to like the study route, which is the most common one, which students use to actually study in Canada and then get their permanent residence after about 2 to 3 years. But in this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you the express entry route. It is also known as the FSWP, that's the Federal Skilled Workers Program. That is what I'll be sharing with you guys in this particular video. Now, the FSWP, that's the Federal Skilled Workers Program, is a very good offer in the sense that you don't necessarily need to be linked with Canada to apply for this particular program. At least I've known a lot of people who have gone through this particular route and it is a success for them. And I'm going to be sharing them to you right now. The only thing you just need to do for this particular pathway is to have at least 1 year work experience in Nigeria or any country you are. You can have above 1 year experience, it is an advantage to you. And some other requirements too, I'm going to be elaborating them for you. Now, the number one requirement you have to have is you have to have a full 1 year experience in a work that is under the NOC, that's the National Occupational Classification in Canada, NOC 1, NOC 2, NOC 3, or NOC 0. Let your job be under this NOC. If you want to check the different job NOC, just tell me in the comment box below. I'm going to be showing you all of the jobs under this category. Number two, you have to prove to the Canadian government that you can speak their language, English or French. So you have to write some English examinations like the IELTS or other kinds of examination. But the most approved one for the Canada system is IELTS. So just think on writing that. In fact, it's a must for you to write that. So just if you don't have an IELTS, plan to write it, start studying for it because it is part of the requirement. And while studying for it, ensure that you get enough scores. It has to be above CLB7. CLB actually means Canadian Language Benchmark. It has to be above CLB7. If it's below CLB7, then you are losing points. That's number two. Now, number three, you have to be illiterate. What I mean by illiterate is you have to have a university degree. It might not necessarily be from Canada, though if it's from Canada, it's an advantage to you. But if it's not from Canada, it still doesn't matter. Just be a university graduate. If you have your BSc, then you are good to go. If you have a master's degree or PhD, it's an advantage. You'll be getting more points compared to somebody who has a BSc degree. And after having this BSc degree or a master's degree, you can apply for a REST evaluation. It is actually called Educational Credential Assessment in Canada. You are going to be evaluating your credentials. For example, I'm a Nigerian, and when I schooled in Nigeria with a Nigerian certificate, which is totally different from the Canadian certificate. So for them to actually compare what I got in Nigeria to what they use in Canada, I have to be doing an evaluation. So that is the essence of the ECA, Educational Credential Assessment. Now, the fourth one is this: you have to be able to acquire about 67% out of all the six immigration selection factors from IRC. You have to have at least 67 points. I was saying the other time that all of these things has a point. For example, your age will give you some points, your education will give you some points, your English test will give you some points, some other things. You are going to see all of the requirements over there. If you had want me to do an elaborate video on how to actually calculate all of these points, tell me in the comment box below and I'll be ready to do all of that for you. So you must be able to have at least 67 points out of all of the points over there. And then the last requirement is that you should be able to prove to the Canadian government that you have enough money to cater for yourself while in Canada. They don't want you to come to Canada and then be a liability to them. It's not, it doesn't make sense at all. You understand? So you have to prove to them that you have enough money to cater for yourself, at least for the meantime, spending the time that you get your own job or you get to settle down and all. So after talking about all of these requirements and all, you might want to ask, okay, what is the next step? Very good. Now, how to take the next step is this: number one, open an account with the IRCC. That means create an express entry profile. So after creating an express entry profile, you're going to fill in all of your details step by step. And don't forget, I've said it, that you will be needing a race evaluation to evaluate your credentials. You will need to write the IALTS, and you also need to show some other document to prove your work experience and your age. If you are married, advantage to you. If you are less than 30 years of age, advantage to you. If you have more than 1 year work experience, advantage to you. Like that. And bearing in mind that the express entry is more like a pool of different candidates. Thousands of candidates all over the world are registered under the express entry pool, and every 2 weeks some people are selected to apply for ITA. ITA means invitation to apply. That means invitation to apply for visa. So if you actually meet the required points, like the top people in the pool are being selected every 2 weeks. For example, if 500 people are selected this week, and the next 2 weeks another 500 people might be selected, it might not necessarily be 500. I'm just using that as an example. So under the express entry pool, you will be ranked under the CRS score based. The CRS means the comprehensive ranking system. Now, under the comprehensive ranking system, it is over 600. Yeah, the score is over 600. So you'll be ranked out of the 600. So wherever your point falls. So if you are part of the top people in the pool, as at that particular time, you'll be given an ITA. That means invitation to apply for your visa. So now the question is, how do you rank high? Now that is where the West evaluation, the IELTS comes in. Just do all of these things and make sure you are scoring high. If you have a first class in your undergraduate, definitely your point will be greater than somebody who has a 2-1 or somebody who has a third class. If you have IELTS score of 9, you will definitely have more points than somebody who has a score of 8 or 7. You understand what I'm trying to say? So all of these things matter. If you are younger than 30 years of age, you will definitely have a higher point than somebody who is 31, 32, 33. If you have a master's degree, you have a higher point than somebody who has a BSc degree. So these are all of the criteria. Now I'm going to be giving you one offer in this video. Now, express entry profile is over 600, and some of all of these scores you might be getting around 400, 450, like that. So, but there's another additional program in Canada. It is called the PNP. PNP means Provincial Nominee Program. Provincial Nominee Program. Now, the Provincial Nominee Program is more like you're saying, for example, Canada is a country on its own with different provinces. Canada has about 10 provinces and about 3 territories. So Canada has given liberty to all of the provinces to actually recruit overseas immigrants directly without altering all of this process for them. For example, we have different kind of nominee program. We have the Alberta nominee program, we have Quebec nominee program, we have Ontario nominee program. So with all of your profile, you can apply directly to all of these provincial nominee programs, the provinces. So if the provinces can nominate you, that's why it's called a nominee program. If the provinces can nominate you for Express Entry, then you'll be having additional 600 points. You just get what I just said. You'll be having additional 600 points. So now, whatsoever you are having under the Express Entry program, 600 will be added to it. You see how far that would go for you. So most of the time, anybody who is being nominated by a province will definitely get an ITA, because your score would scale to above every other person in the pool, and you'll be given an ITA to apply for your visa. I have a very good friend of mine, or don't let me call him a very good friend of mine, he's my boss. So he got nominated by Ontario, Canada, and then his profile has been in the pools for a very long time. So after the nomination, he was given an invitation to apply straight up, and he applied. And currently now he is in Canada. So if you need help with all of these things, let me know in the comment box below. I'll always be ready to give you more tips, more video on how you can actually go about all of these things. So guys, let me not make this video too long. I will definitely get to do short videos about all of these things later on, but always ensure to use the comment section to tell me what you have want me to explain on. So that guys, before you go, I want to introduce you to my WhatsApp channel and my Telegram channel. I have a WhatsApp group page specifically for people who are interested in migrating to another country. We share opportunities on how to migrate to other countries. We also liaise with each other. We ask each other questions. We talk about how far we are with our application and how far things is going with us. So if you are interested in all of these things and you want to join the channel, you want to join the group page, the link is down below in the description box. Please, when you join the group page, definitely you should message the admin to add you in the group, because we have restricted easy entrance into the group page. So once you enter the group, message the admin, tell the admin where you got the link from, and just introduce yourself to the admin. Then the admin will add you to the group page. Alright guys, I'm going to be seeing you in another video, and don't forget, if this video is interesting to you, click the subscribe button and like, and also share to all of your friends. Information is not just for one person alone. Share to all of your friends. All right, now, see you. Bye bye.